All right, y'all. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Behind the Mic, powered by REVOLT Podcast Network. I'm your host, Wize Grazette, podcast enthusiast and RPN community manager. Now, you all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, formerly known as X, at The Real Wize. That's Wize. Now, y'all know I gotta beg for a little bit of followers real quick, little subscribers. So please subscribe to Behind the Mic wherever you listen to your podcast or watch. Now, shout out to Spotify and YouTube. But please give us a 5-star rating and a little review. You know, why? That's a great hat. Did you get that from Beyonce? I did. I actually did. Cool. So enough about me and enough about the show. On today's episode, I'm joined by the amazing Rachel Renee. Rachel,
Hey, y'all.
welcome to Behind the Mic.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. So, Rachel, tell us a little bit about yourself, you know, where you're from, what podcast you're a part of, and all the things.
Yes. Thank you. So I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri side, where the Chiefs and the Royals reside. Okay. Not Kansas. And then I'm a halfie. I moved to LA in the early 2000s, and I am on Holdin Court Podcast with my dad, Big Court.
That's really cool. And your dad is fairly popular. We'll dive into that in a bit. But let's start with the tunes. So we have this playlist called B-Sides Track of the Week, where you can find all of our guests' favorite songs anytime. Now, B-side tracks to me aren't really as popular as A-side tracks, but they're just as good or better. So, Rachel, what's a B-side track you want to share with us today and why?
Oh, you know what? This is perfect. So there's a smaller group called Babe. It's two men, and they just dropped a track. Well, actually, an album called, and the track is called Baby Boy, BBYBOI. I've had this on repeat since it dropped. It's just the perfect vibe for me because it sounds intergalactical. It's vibey. It's a little bit of R&B. I cruise with it when I'm running my errands, you know, through the valley and whatnot. So I love it. Baby Boy. Babe.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. So again, you all can find that exclusively on Spotify. Just search B-Sides Track of the Week. Okay. So Rachel, all right. So we know a little bit about you in front of the mic now. Now let's talk about who you are behind the mic. You know, so this is behind Holdin Court Podcast, behind the fame and the celebrity lifestyle, right? Talk to us about like who you are and how we got here today.
Oh, who I am and how we got here today. I thought this was only 20 minutes. That's cool. So behind the mic, well, I'm a tech founder first. That's how I got in front of the mic. When I got back to LA, I was, building my tech platform, starting from ground zero. And my dad straight up, he was like, listen, you got to get some social currency. Like, he was like, you don't have no Instagram, no Facebook, no YouTube, no social media. He was like, you got to, get in the world. And so I was like, well, I got in the business to be behind the scenes, not in front of the scenes. So long story short, he hoodwinked me, bamboozled me actually into being on the podcast because I was supposed to just go see. And then I end up getting a mic in front of me. And so that's why for the first, I would say like season, you just see me sitting there like, what the hell? Because I'm like, what is going on? And so, but outside of that, yeah, I'm a tech founder. I'm an eldest sibling. I have 2 younger siblings that also work in the family business of entertainment. I'm a descendant of a Nigerian. Let's go. Lagos, Yoruba, let's go. I love to eat. I love to write. I love to read. I love just experiencing, different things, food. I love being outside. I'm a 90s baby, so I like to go outside, breathing some air. So that's who I am behind the mic.
Yes. Okay. So you said tech founder. We can't fly by that. Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Tech founder of what? Tell me what you're into. Yeah, so we can tap in as well too.
Oh, yes. So I am the founder and CEO of a platform called Goat Moves Inc. Yes, Goat Moves, greatest of all time moves. And it is a tech platform to essentially rival Amazon. We have it to where our buyers can sell their products, their services, and their digital content on a centralized platform, a feature unique to us. We are SMB, small to medium business focused. So that is directly tied with our economy. We look around today, we look at politics, we look at the oligarchy that is forming. I don't care. This is why it is imperative to support your local SMBs and to help to really start reestablishing that middle class. So we have a bunch of features. We've actually partnered with my dad as well. He is going to be providing our streaming with OG Network, a new OTT platform that'll be dropping. So we are essentially building, the infrastructure to replace a lot of these greedy corporations that are ruining the economy. So I'm excited.
Where can they find us? The website, app?
Yes. Thank you. So you can actually, so right now we have a wait list. We have a wait list of 8,000 users. We have a little over 900 SMBs. We have a little over 6,000 plus shoppers that are waitlisted. So if you go to www.goatmoves.com, you can also find us at Goat Moves Inc. on every platform, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. And you can find out more information about us there, what we're doing, our C team, our partnerships, as well as join our wait list. And we will be launching here within the next few months. So I'm really excited about that.
Yes, I'm excited as well, too. So this definitely seems like community driven as well, too, right? So kind of like talk to me about what led you down that path. Like a lot of people are entrepreneurs, but each story is so unique and so different. So what does yours look like?
Yeah, so in 2019, I went back to Kansas City, even though I'd been gone for a minute. My uncle, unfortunately, unexpectedly shocked everybody and passed away. So that kept me there. And then COVID happened in 2020. So that locked me in Kansas City because I was supposed to go to Texas and do a little stint in Texas. I'm nomadic by nature, so I move around. But I got stuck there. So while I was there, I started Goat Moves Inc. started as Goat Moves Drug Testing. I was doing government contracting, and I was the only 24-hour provider doing drug testing and DNA testing. And so it was in that space that I quickly found out. I was like, hold up, even though I'm the only 24-hour provider in Missouri and Kansas, it's very hard for businesses to find me and even customers to find my services. And then because I sold drug testing kits and I did services, it was just like hard to navigate. So I was like, man, why don't they create something to where every business can list their products, their services, and their content? Because we're new age entrepreneurs. We do a little bit of everything instead of having to sell stuff on Amazon and then sell your services on Fiverr or Upwork. You're breaking everything up. So I was irritated. That's really where it was born. But then when COVID happened, to see the community, like literally businesses shut down at the rate that they were shutting down. And then, of course, I thought at first, I was like, oh, it's just, it's small Kansas City. Well, then I moved back to LA in 2022 and half of Ventura was closed from Calabasas to damn Burbank. I was like, damn, because I used to know Ventura. That's my neck of the woods out here. So I was like, oh, this is a problem. So it reinvigorated me even more so when I came back to LA to say, okay, we really need to reinvest. That's what business is originally about, is to provide opportunities for the communities so these people can take care of their families, send their kids to school, build some wealth, and it increases the overall morale. So that's my passion. I love small to medium businesses. They are at the forefront of innovation. They employ our communities. This is why we're struggling with employment. We can't just have 2 to 3 corporations trying to employ the entire economy, because we see what happens.
No, you're absolutely right. Did you go to school for tech?
I am a non-technical CEO, and I'm also passionate about that with founders. Listen, I can't tell you Python from Cheetah, from whoever. Like, I am a visionary CEO. I'm very Henry Ford with my methods. My whole philosophy is I don't know, but there's somebody that does. So I can't code a thing. Okay. HTML is where I start and stop. And even then we a little shaky. So no, my background is I went to school. I got my AA in fashion marketing from Art Institute in North Hollywood in 2014. Right now, I'm in school for psychology at LSUA. Shout out to LSUA. But no, my background is very mixed. I mean, I've done everything from retail to bartending to admin and billing, and I've done a million things. A shorter list would be what I haven't done. So I just, I have a myriad of experiences. But when I found or kind of stumbled into this problem, it really motivated me. I've never had a problem this grand that I could solve. And because it's been so difficult and it's been so laborious and tedious, I said, oh, hell no, ain't nobody else finna do this. So I love it. And it's just giving me so much purpose, so much drive, so much excitement every day, and seeing the impact that we're having. And then now being able to partner with my dad in the entertainment space and provide opportunities, in that space as well. Because my original dream was to be a writer and to be in cinema and write movies. So being in the space to where I can kind of execute all of my dreams, I'm blessed. And that's what I'm at now. I'm just pursuing my passions.
In terms of like the entertainment industry now, you said that, well, of course, your dad is in the entertainment industry. Your siblings are also in the entertainment industry. You were reluctant to take that step. Your dad said that you needed to build social capital. So what was it about the entertainment social space that you were just like, I ain't really interested in that right now?
You know what? It's really my personality and who I am. And people don't believe me because they get around me, they meet me, and they're like, but you're so great. You're so out there. And I'm like, listen, I'm sociable, like antisocial. And it's simply just because I really do enjoy, you feel me? I enjoy my space. I enjoy my energy being uninterrupted. I don't like a lot of energetic interference. And because I wanted to do business, and I'm like studying the old school business, I was off of social media for like almost 10 years. I thought it was unnecessary. I was like, the only people that do this, are like, just the social media people. I didn't really see a need for me to do it. I'm like, I do the work. How wrong I was. I just felt like it was, I just didn't want the unnecessary headaches that come with it. But he was just like, listen, you have this goal. You can expedite it or you can go as slow as a snail. But he was like, I know you want to get to where you want to go. And I don't regret it. Like, to be honest, like now that I've conquered this, fear of being seen and thinking that my life is going to be completely altered, and I have expanded my capacity to really, like expand my boundaries to accommodate, the entertainment and the attention that comes with it. I love it because it's been more beneficial than detrimental.
I lied, Ashley. One more question. Do you feel like you have been able to articulate yourself more or feel like more confident to articulate yourself around people now that you are on the podcast?
Yes, because now my whole thing is I've said it in front of 1 million people. And they drug me and I'm still okay.
Right.
I trended. I get drugged every other day, actually. And I'm like, you know what? I actually don't care as much as I thought that I would. It doesn't rule my day. Like, my day is so filled with what I have to do. And then, to be honest with you, when you meet people, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be like, yeah, so you said this and this and that. And even if they do, okay, thank you for the engagement in real life and on the platform. Thank you.
Well, thank you for that. I feel like I know a lot more about you behind the mic now. I really appreciate that. And so does our audience. So on the other side of this break, we're kicking it into overdrive with a rapid fire game right after this. And we're back, y'all. Thanks again for sticking around. Now we're kicking it into overdrive with our rapid fire round of overrated or underrated. Now, Rachel, are you ready for this game?
Yes.
So we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Overrated or underrated? The Shade Room.
Underrated. No. Overrated. Yes, I don't like it.
Overrated. Overrated. Yes, got you. Overrated or underrated? Podcast panels.
I would say overrated.
Okay. Overrated or underrated? Fashion Nova fits.
Overrated. Oh my God. Yes. All right, removing the cotton. No more polyester in sweatwear. Okay, go ahead.
Crying. Okay, we are done. We're done. Thank you for that. The Fashion Nova girlies might get you. They might get
Drag
you.
Me. Listen, cotton. Okay. And bring back style and individuality.
Go to a seamstress. Get the material. Go to a seamstress and do it your own thing. I love TJ Maxx. Go to TJ Maxx and get some patches. Get some patches thrown on your shirt or something like that. Like that's light. That's light.
Thrift again. Get some 90s quality. Yeah, get some quality up in here. And like you said, tailor. Bring back tailoring. It fits. Absolutely.
For sure. All right. So before we end this episode, what's one thing you want people to know about you that they won't get from listening to the podcast?
That's a good question. I am a multifaceted person. I have so many layers to myself. I'm a Capricorn. I'm an onion. Like, I'm a Gemini moon. Like, it's a lot going on up in here. So, just to know that I have a madhouse inside of me, and don't ever be surprised.
Don't ever be
Don't ever be
surprised.
surprised.
All right. So for the folks that potentially want to be surprised, where can they find you at on socials?
They can find me I'm at Rachel Renee without the A and the E. So RCHL_Renee, RENEE on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And you can also find me at www.rachelrenee.com. Oh, .me.
Okay. And Goat Moves. One more time. Give us
Yes.
give us
And
all
you
the
can
socials for that.
also, thank you. And you can also find me at goatmoves.com, GOATMOVES.com, and at Goat Moves Inc. on all socials. And then, of course, you can find me on Holdin Court Podcast, streaming on all platforms and on REVOLT.
All right, y'all. Look, she said it better than I could. Listen again. Thank you all again for listening to another episode of Behind the Mic, powered by REVOLT Podcast Network. Again, I'm your host, Wize Grazette. You all can find me at The Real Wize. That's Instagram and Twitter, formerly known as X. Internationally known on the microphone as Wiz, Wizzy, and Wize. And I will catch you on the next episode. Behind the Mic, powered by REVOLT Podcast Network, is hosted by me, Wize Grazette. Special thanks to the Indie Creative Network and Storytime Studios for editing and producing this podcast.